Hello all, it's me Andy from Blitsgaming. Hope you're all having a great day. Today's video, Intel's Arc A770. We're going to be doing a driver comparison. We have got the A770 16 gig version, don't have an A750 or the low end cards, can't remember the names of them. But if you want me to test the low end cards, you have to let me have a shout and I'll see if I can get my hands on one. So yeah, we'll see how the drivers have improved over the last 2 months. See what has not been fixed, see what has been fixed. The UI, I'll let you know, is still awful. I don't think that's the priority at the moment. Intel is mainly the drivers, getting the games optimised as much as possible. So yeah, so we go through about 5 games which they have tested and said they've improved. So we'll test those. We're not going to do the whole suite like we usually do. Not yet. Because the last performance driver update they've done was DirectX 9. And I don't have many DirectX 9 games. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do a test run, see how it's working, and see what we think for the last 2 months. So we've got our test system up, our Intel 13th gen system. So we've got a Gigabyte Z690 Gaming X motherboard, Intel i5 13600K, 16 gigs of Corsair DDR4, 3200 MHz, Western Digital NVM drive 570, 500 gigs, Western Digital Blue 4TB hard drive for game storage, a Corsair 850 PSU, a Lian Li all-in-one water cooler for the CPU, and graphic wise we have got the Intel Arc A770 using the drivers listed below, basically 4032 the latest one, 395 come out before Christmas, and a 3490 a few months ago. Windows is up to date and the games we're using are also up to date. So yeah, should go quite well. Just in case you want to know what software I use to make this, I use Filmora, now using version 12, and I'm using AMD's 7900 XTX as a recording device. And yes, my one seems to be working fine. I've not got it to go over 84C, unlike everybody else is getting 110. Okay, let's move on. Okay, our first game is going to be Assassin's Creed Valhalla. According to Intel, when you're changing the settings, you get video corruption on the old drivers. I've not seen any problems at all with any of the drivers, but I usually reset the game after I've changed the settings anyway. Most of the time, Ubisoft games do that for you. There is occasions sometimes don't do it. Farcry don't always do it, and that's where you may get a bug. But yeah, we have got the game to look at, and I can't see no problems with it at this time. So now we've got the game up. Same as always, 1080p, no VSync, and on that full screen. This is in native mode, so we're not got no FSR or any upscaling turned on at this time. So yeah, it runs fine. Again, I've not seen any graphic glitches. Anytime I played it on the Arc card, not seen any graphic glitches at all. Now we're switched over to FSR, running in ultra mode again, so everything's maxed out. Again, not seeing any problems running at all. Okay, the shadow's a little bit different. That's because Ubisoft games, when they load up, even though I use the same load every time, it always comes out different, especially on Farcry. That's why I no longer play Farcry for benchmarking. Well, I just use the built-in benchmark because it's a nightmare. Okay, let's move on. So we've got Overwatch 2, again on the 3 drivers. Intel state it was stuttering and hitching on the original drivers. It was. I remember it quite well. It was awful, especially when you wanted to shoot someone. Always got you shot. So yeah, it's a lot more improvement over the original version of the game. I'll certainly tell you that now. There's also been a tremendous amount of updates since this game came out, or at least few months ago. Yeah, so it plays a lot better than it whatever it did when it first started. So as always, we've got full screen, 1080p, rendering scale is 100%, and obviously we set to 300 frames a second at maximum cap. We've got no VSync on as always, and we've got the other couple of settings turned off. So we've got it on epic quality mode, so yeah, can't complain. So everything's maxed out basically to run a game. We usually play on ultra, but now we're going to go to the maximum extreme with FSR turned on. So epic settings, let's see how it runs. So we're maxed out. I usually only play on ultra, but with doing this test, we decided to do an extreme. We've also got FSR turned on the basic settings. So I think sharpness is like, I don't know, is it 2.5 or 25, something like that. So yeah, I've not seen any glitches playing the game at all. Now you got to remember, this game's had loads of updates. So regardless of Intel's fix, the fix may have been part of one of the updates as well. Because I've not noticed any stuttering while I was actually testing the driver. Now I do remember there was loads of stuttering when the game first came out. There was lots and lots of stuttering and freezing, and that seems to have gone away regardless what driver you got. Did I notice anything with the drivers while playing? Well, I didn't really. I couldn't see any graphic glitches. I mean, this game's so fast, you don't really have time to look around. So, yeah, I mean, you get between 150 and 180 frames on extreme for this card. So yeah, play fluently. I think it goes down to about 75 frames if you turn FSR off. And if it goes back to ultra, if I remember on my last runs when I was doing ultra testing, we were doing a lot closer to 250, 300. So yeah, there was a big difference in the drivers. I've got to admit, okay, I ain't got a picture up between ultra and extreme, but they look very, very similar to each other. But there obviously isn't. So yeah, basically just keep the drivers up to date and just see how it all turns out. Battlefield 2042. There's two fixes for this on each driver. In the first driver, they said it was a fix of crashing when entering a multiplayer map. Now, I've not had that problem ever since I've been playing it, I have to say. But I play against bots, so I don't know if that classes that as a multiplayer. Obviously, when you're benchmarking, it's too hard to benchmark when you're playing against real people because you just get shot to pieces all over the place. So, yeah, and the other one was to do with as you're playing, you may experience video corruption. Again, I don't remember ever having that either playing. But then again, I've not played it long enough, really, to find out if these bugs existed or not. I've not played this for a while. But the game was not very good. I mean, it's got a lot more features now than what it had when it came out. So we're playing on Ultra mode, full presetting, Ultra presets, full screen, no VSync, and we obviously got BAR on in the BIOS still. So yeah, we're not changing any HUD settings, cross air settings, minimap settings, left all them at default settings, just in case it has an impact on the game. Okay, all on the same map. We're doing between what? Varies between 80 and 100 frames a second. Depends where you are, how many people you got close to you, and how much action's going on at the time. Yeah, I've had no crashes, no graphic glitches, like it says on the Intel driver report. But the game's been updated, I know, loads of times. I mean, there were so many bugs in it when it was released. No one wanted to play it. But now it's playing well. I mean, it seems okay to me. I'm just playing against bots, not real people. So yeah, it seems fine to me. Yeah, don't see no graphic glitches anywhere. Smoke, explosions, gunfire, you name it. Nothing. Just seems to run fine, as far as I'm concerned. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So according to that chart, we should have between 4 and 5% uplift over the original driver. And there is definitely an uplift on the other two drivers over the 3490. So yeah, let's have a look and see how it comes out. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. As always, full screen, no VSync. On the settings wise, we're going to be using extreme settings with Intel's XeSS on or off on maximum setting, which I think is ultra quality. Won't be testing AMD's FSR or NVIDIA's NIS because we're just doing Intel stuff and see what works with Intel software. The uplift is based on the 3595 driver, the one in the middle. That's where the uplifts come from. Get to the end, see how it come out, see what we think. But yeah, as always, can't see any other glitches, any video corruption. I have noticed one thing about this card. Sometimes you get quite a bit of screen tearing, and you turn VSync on, it straight away disappears. So yeah, you've got screen tearing, turn VSync on, and that's all you want, higher frame rates, but then obviously you're going to want a high refresh monitor to solve the problem as well. Otherwise, yeah, we've got no VSync on at the moment, it seems fine. So yeah, everything's okay at this time. Okay, let's look at the scores at the end. So yeah, we've got gain a few frames. I mean, that's about 3%, 2-3%, and it did go down on the last one. So Intel is sort of increasing and going backwards. So now we've got XeSS turned on. And you've got to remember you're on maximum quality this time. On my usual benchmarks, I just do it on Ultra and the game on Ultra. So you get about a 10 frame difference. Looking at the frame rates now, I don't think there's going to be much difference between the native resolution and the XeSS. Now, if you play with FSR on or NIS, you usually get about 20 frames difference in Ultra. So yeah, there's a big difference using those two upscalers over XeSS. But just as I said earlier, just want to keep it to Intel software. Don't want to try and get anything else involved. Unless obviously I know there's a bug, then I say, okay, yeah, this is still not working. Okay, let's check the benchmarks off, the scores. And you can see there, again, there's not a lot in it. It has gone up. We're talking about 1 or 2 frames again. Really nothing in XeSS. But okay. But it's 5 frames better than the native, so fine. And like I said, if you use the other two up the scalers, you might end up being in the 90s. No problem. CSGO, and it says there we've got up to a massive 77% increase at 1080p on very high settings with no FSA on. So basically it's the basic settings you run with from the start. So yeah, we're going to have a great boost even at 1440p, at 1080p. There's big boosts as well. So let's have a look how it comes out. Okay, we've got to set up same as Intel with MSA turned on 8. Only thing we've got FSA off because that's the default setting. Now I don't know if Intel had that off by default, so we just have to hope they did have it off. Okay, I have to say, watching all the videos and going by the frame rate, it's hard to tell because they all get up to around 400 frames a second. But the left one, if you watch it closely, is quite stuttery. I mean, it's a lot better than what it was when Elder Lake came out, I have to say. But it was stuttery. It's not a smooth gameplay in the first video. The next two drivers are a lot more improved, but yes, in the 4032 driver, it was buttery smooth gameplay. Intel have done a great job there. And yeah, this is probably where you get your massive improvement performance. Yeah, it's way smoother gameplay than the other two drivers. So I can't say no or anything about the driver. On top of that, there's no graphic glitches, audio glitches or anything. It just played fine. Fantastic. Okay, we'll look at Total War Warhammer 3. It says there was video corruption. So we'll have a look and see if there's any performance boosts at the same time. It states there the Game Pass. I take it that's Xbox Game Pass. Well, I don't have the Xbox Game Pass. But I do have all 3 games, so that allows me to play the entire map of the Warhammer series. So it's probably the reason why I can't find the bug. We are at 1080p Ultra preset, full screen as always, no VSync, and like I said, Ultra preset. It runs fine. Now it does actually state in the file that it's actually the campaign map at the glitches. I did check the campaign map. I couldn't see any glitches on there either. But again, I don't have the Game Pass, so I'm quite surprised that just having the Game Pass causes a glitch. That's a bit of a bizarre one, I mean, I have to say. Otherwise, performance-wise, because obviously this is what matters at the end of the day when you're playing, fighting. I don't think there are any changes on the Arc graphic card. Okay, the Arc graphic card might come out quite late. The game's been out, what, nearly a year now, I should think. So, yeah, so it's probably had most of its optimisations now. I mean, there might be more optimisations coming for Arc, I don't know. So we've got, what, 38 frames there. Performance-wise, there's nothing in it on all the drivers, so I won't worry about that at all. If there's any bugs, not found any anywhere. Far Cry 6. Now it doesn't state there's a bug in the game, but I found the bug and I should show you it. Otherwise we'll be using Ultra presets, as we always do, full screen, no VSync, no other features turned on or off. We're just going to leave it as it is on Ultra preset. I won't show you the FSR. So I've set these screens up so you can see the bug. Yeah, just in case you're wondering why it's set out. A bit odd. Now the bug should be coming up any second. Now did you notice the bug? If you haven't, I'll show you again in another video. Just in case you're wondering, the driver in the middle, 3595, seems to come out faster. Does about 102 frames, where the others do about 97 frames on average. So yeah, it's going to be backwards over time. It does happen every now and then, but there you go. So now we've got an RX 6600 up from AMD and the Arc graphic card on the left. So now you should see the bug quite easy. So now did you see the bug? If you didn't notice it, it's the plane doesn't have no vapor trails. Now you might be saying, well, that's nothing. Yeah, but it's not going to be an equal test between 2 graphic cards or 3 graphic cards. If one's got graphics missing, in theory, that card will be running faster because it's not actually rendering the graphic on the screen. So yeah, I have told Intel, and hopefully they will fix it soon. Battlefield 1. We get an error, driver error, saying the driver's out of date. A bit daft really. It's the same error you get if you use Intel's integrated graphic card. And what you can't do, if you go ahead, try to go forward, you can't actually click on the update and just get stuck on the screen. So, yeah, basically, again, I've told Intel to sort it out. Last time, if you look, you've got something going on with the anti-laser. It's going black, white, clear. It's very fuzzy. It's awful, bad on the eye. And once you walk, it disappears. You stop, it goes like that. Yeah, it's not very nice. And if you turn the FSR off, because it's an FSR bug, it goes away, as you can see. And no problem at all now with the problem. So I don't know if that's down to AMD or the game manufacturer or Intel. Okay, I did do Stellaris. When I've done all the benchmarking, I couldn't see no difference in the scores on the frame rate. So I don't know where Intel benchmarked it. I know they use a 12900K, not a 3600K processor. That might have been down the problem. So yeah, so I won't put it on there, so I can't actually see no difference. It basically it's doing 200 frames a second, regardless of driver. I just took it when you've done the setup page, and you got the first map of Earth, and I just spun it round, and it was just 200 frames a second on every driver. So I don't know where Intel take their benchmark from in Stellaris. So we'll leave that one. Okay, that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so. We will keep doing the driver updates on the Arc, and I may do it on AMD as well and Nvidia in the future. Depends what mood I'm in. But we will carry on with Arc and whatever graphic cards Intel bring out in the very near future. And we obviously will keep telling Intel what they need to fix if we find any bugs. Okay, Happy New Year all, and I'll see you in the next one. Have fun.